Hey, everybody. Welcome to Horrible Decisions. I'm Weezy.
Hi, guys. This is your girl, Mandii B.
We are going to take a little bit of a detour on this episode. I'm sorry if you're a new listener and you want me to explain what this show is, but we've been starting something new where we will record Pillow Talk, where we do a catch-up about our lives. And right when we cut off Pillow Talk, our dear friend...
Pillow Talk. It's pillow.
Because I say pillow like that.
It's pillow.
Yo, where did you grow up?
In the South.
Nigga, we don't say pillow like that in Orlando.
Pillow?
I don't know where the fuck. Pillow.
Am I saying it? Pillow.
Pill? Oh, you take pills.
What am I saying?
Oh,
Tell me what I'm saying.
Pillow.
Pillow Talk.
Yeah. You
No,
said
bitch, say
palo with
pill.
an A.
Like you popping pills.
Pillow
Like
Talk.
And then oh.
Pillow.
Oh.
Pillow.
The fact that we
All right,
teaching
go
you how to
on,
say
go
pillow.
You know what? This bitch can't even... She thought libido was what?
It
Libido.
don't matter.
Yeah, that was worse.
I'm going to say
That
pillow
was-
how I want.
She don't know how to say pillow.
So
That's
anyway.
like one of the words you learn.
Cut this shit out. The person who's going to cut it out, who I need to bring into this conversation, is Alex. Alex is our engineer and our video guy.
I'm
And
everything.
he asked after the episode, or the clip of Pillow Talk, he asked Mandii why she doesn't like riding dick, and he was very surprised because that's how a lot of women get off. She starts talking about how she doesn't need that to come. She gets even turned on by just going down on 24/7, and then says,
Or any guy.
"Okay."
It's any guy.
Well, let's
but
talk
right
about
now-
the one
Talking
nigga
to
that
Mike.
you fucking right now. And then
Okay.
Mandii informed me that she doesn't even like head like that, and 24/7 hasn't gone down on her
Probably
in
like
years
3, yeah,
because
beginning.
she doesn't need it.
I don't need it.
Let's explain.
There's no need to explain. So, I mean, I guess fine. Y'all need an explanation. So, when it comes...
Bitch, y'all, me too.
Okay, so, and I'll say this, and I'll guide this in the way, because clearly, I mean...
Guy where his tongue ain't going. Because guy doesn't...
Well, no, I'm going to say this because, fuck you.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, my God, that was good. Well, no. So I deal with women too. So as you guys know, I'm bisexual. When I even deal with women, I prefer to be the oral giver. I'm not big on receiving head. Anytime I do receive head or want a guy to specifically focus on giving me head, it's because 9 times out of 10, I don't come from his dick, or his dick isn't as great as his mouth is. When it comes to 24/7,
So when you, wait, when
I
it comes
don't like
to foreplay
headache.
from you, let me ask this though.
Yes.
When it comes to foreplay from you, because I know you said like you get turned on by giving it.
I
Me
get
too.
so
Me
turned
too. I
on.
get wet from giving head too. I could do that and fuck.
Right.
But you meet someone new. Let's say you don't suck his dick yet. How does he get you wet? What does he have to do? Is fingering better
it's crazy
for you?
because even
than
when
head?
I was dealing with Felon Bay, neither of us gave each other head.
What'd you do?
For the first couple times. We made out, and bitch, my pussy was wet because I was aroused by him, and we fucked. Like there was kissing, there was titty like nibbling, there was rubbing, it was like panting, it was like crazy making out. I'm not big on head like that. I'm just not. And so when I have someone where my pussy is leaking to where I'm feeling it run down to my knees and in between my thighs, before what does he need to go down there and
Because that shit is hot, bro.
right to you?
I love going down on girls
And
when they're
you
wet.
do. Right.
And like the whole like...
You love going down on girls when they're wet. I enjoy going down. Me personally,
But like I love it too. I'm just...
But
So here's what I want to know.
don't need head.
Do you ever not take offense to someone not going
No,
down on you?
because he'll rub my and put it in his mouth and like it's not like, bitch, my pussy is wet. Like it's there.
It's not
But
about
do
the
I
wetness.
need- do
This
I
is-
need
Hold
someone-
on. You keep saying I'm wet. This has nothing to do with you being wet.
And it has nothing to do with
Niggas don't eat your pussy just so like it can get lubricated. They eat your pussy to
lot
turn
of-
you on.
to me,
They
a lot
eat-
of them do.
Yeah, they do. But the point is to fucking turn you on.
I'm
to get
already
and it's
turned
part
on.
of foreplay.
Right. And this is what all you're saying.
I'm
It's
only
to
shocked
turn you
because
on.
we've sat here and talked about all the things that men need to do to get women off, and a lot of them that me and you both advocate for is going down, pleasuring women,
No,
finding ways to pleasure women.
There's finding ways to pleasure women. If you sit here, not one time in this show, and I will sit here.
Not
and
one time in
not
the show.
one
What have you
time-
ever said? Go down.
If a woman doesn't need head, if a woman
Not if she doesn't
no,
need it.
if I don't get off by head, we're not gonna have the conversation where I'm like, okay, my turn. It's literally by the time I'm done sucking his dick, his balls getting all up in that shit, I'm bent over. I'm ready for you to insert the motherfucking dick into my pussy. I don't need
Am I
oral.
by myself here?
I don't need oral.
How am I blown?
Everybody has.
What
different
about when you
sexual
do have someone go
preferences.
down and you do enjoy it?
No, I don't care for oral
You don't
like that.
it. You don't even like the feeling.
I feel like it's a part of foreplay that you can add in. And to me, it helps if I'm not all the way aroused by someone. But I don't need head.
Yo, Alex just did the Kanye shrug.
I mean, I just don't need head. Like, to me, a part of giving head that would excite me would be like riding a nigga's face. But to me, that is all mental because now it's the domination of me smothering this nigga.
Seriously?
Yes, I don't like getting head. I feel like 90% of niggas don't even know how to do it to where I even enjoy it.
Okay, so is it that you haven't had someone do it well enough to where...
And I just told you, I've had niggas who have done it well, but them niggas, I don't want their dick. Their dick isn't as good.
What if 24/7 ate pussy like that? Would you want it?
I mean, he's eaten my pussy before.
But what if he ate pussy like that?
It didn't add anything to what I want his dick.
If he ate bomb pussy, would you still not want it? Is what I'm asking you.
If I got it, sure, but it's not. It's
so
not.
basically, what I'm feeling
you're trying to put
I've,
words into my mouth right now.
No, I'm not trying to put words. Let me tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like you have very low expectations from oral sex,
and I just don't want it. I've had really good head, sure. But I like penetration over head, and I enjoy giving head more than receiving it. It's just like one of those things. Like when a nigga licks my tits, I feel like that's for him. There's no arousal in my nipples when a guy eats my tits.
We were making out, and there was some breast and nibbling. And
right, and that was all for him. So you asked what we did since we didn't give each other oral, and I'm telling you what we did. Making out and sucking dick. Like, let me suck your dick and I want you to talk while I'm sucking your dick. I want you to look at me while I'm sucking your dick. And I want you to let me know how good I'm doing while I'm sucking your dick. I touch myself or he touches me. And so there's still play there. I enjoy the foreplay of him talking to me, of him looking to me, of him, making the noises when I'm doing what he likes, him giving me direction, me asking him. I don't like oral.
I feel like I am like talking to a whole new person. Not saying that I've ever heard you say it because now I'm like recanting.
We say we fuck.
No. Now I'm recalling and like I really haven't.
I've never said, oh my God.
But we did just talk about the labia massage and you talked about how good so-and-so went down on you. And so what I'm wondering
and that's because I didn't want him to fuck me.
But
that's the only reason why he did all that. And so
can you imagine if a nigga told you that they didn't like their dick sucked? And what would you say?
There's guys that don't like their dick sucked.
You would say, they ain't do it like me. That's why. That's exactly what you would think. You would think nobody good has ever sucked your dick. So sitting across the table for you, I feel like you haven't had your pussy ate that great.
But the same way like a guy could say, I've never come off head. Like if a guy has never come off head,
I get that. But
a girl could say, because you ain't had a high suck. Like people enjoy different things sexually. When I say,
do you come from clitoral or penetration, or most of the time?
When I'm masturbating, it's all clitoral.
But like during sex, most of the time, what do you feel like you're getting it from?
Oh, it's all from fucking penetration. Okay. Which I really enjoy penetration.
Which orgasms are harder for you?
They're both. I mean, I would say penetration, but that's because I feel like most men don't. I don't orgasm with penetration the way that I do with him. So if I'm orgasming 2 and 3 times just off of the dick, I don't need any other fucking type of I'm great with my orgasm.
Did you enjoy the head he gave you?
I mean, Jesus, that was probably 4 years ago now.
So I was probably not because you ain't asking for it.
It's not what I want from him. I want what we have. And it's crazy because you would think like that, damn, like, and we're fucking now probably 1 to 3 times a week. He just texts me. But it's just like,
did you show me a video with a nigga eating your pussy?
Yeah, and the part that I got off on that was that he let me video him, and I had him look up at the end of the camera and was like, so it's all a power. It's nigga. He was like, I was like, I could record you while you eat my pussy. He was like, yeah. So nigga, I had my legs open.
I remember. You still got that video?
Yes, I still got the video. Oh, I have to look for it. We'll have to play it in like a catch up. So I had my legs open, nigga. I had the flash on him. That's how you know he was really ready. So he was. All of my pussy, right?
What was that? That's how you know she ain't even get her. I ain't never had no nigga.
Nah, but he was all of my pussy, and he actually ate pussy good. But the fact that I could record him, and then at the end of the video, I said, look into the camera. It was all a power thing for me. So the fact that while his face is in my pussy, I told him to look up and look in the camera and look up at me. It's all a power thing for me. And so that's what turns me on. Like I'm a lot more mental than I am I think I don't know,
I
and
get
you're
it.
fine because you
I
said
get
you. But she's also the woman who cried off receiving good head. So
Oof,
there's a
nigga.
difference. You like head, right?
Because I've had some motherfuckers eating my pussy.
Right, and
You
I
feel
have to,
me?
but it just
Nah,
doesn't
it's
do
just
much for me. It's
personal
just
preference.
yeah,
Everybody
it's
has
not my
different
preference.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's crazy because even when I deal with girls, I don't really like dealing with aggressive girls. I want to deal with a girl where I can eat their pussy.
Like
whole
I'm
time.
gonna be honest with you.
enjoy giving
During
head.
with sex with girls, I actually would rather them go down on them than they go down on me because I get really turned on at it, and I really like scissoring. Like head is cool with women, but like I feel like it's
That
still a
scissoring
vital.
shit sound like some white people shit.
You never scissored?
Scissored with a girl?
They spoke about it.
Love that shit.
Yeah, that's white people shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess.
I
That's
don't
like
think
dry
scissoring is
humping,
I
right?
feel like that might be a disservice to lesbians right now.
I mean, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no shaming, right?
I mean, I'm not shaming. I'm
Like,
just saying
you
I don't
ain't-
be scissoring bitches. I like to eat pussy. I like to suck dick. I'm an oral person, but I don't care to receive it.
I'm an oral person.
I just don't care to receive it as much. So that took
The
up
kink
the
of the
time.
week
Yeah,
is
right? We
tripping.
No,
when you
it's-
think
Oh,
that
it's tripping. You're such a whore. Anyways, guys,
I
we're
guess
gonna
so.
go ahead and get into the kink of the week since we took a slight detour in the beginning of this episode.
my nigga
because she was really
was-
confused as to why
I wasn't trying to like shade you at all. I was really, really, really surprised.
Yeah, I'm not big on receiving
Only because
head.
like you and I are
We
both
just
really
spoke about it.
so
We
you're,
did
you're
just talk
so
about it,
sexual
right.
that I'm just saying why I'm so shocked. It's so sexual. I was shocked that that part of your sex was cut out. That's why, because it seems so normal to me.
I get that.
it ain't cut out all the way. I be sucking dick for like 30 minutes.
Not you.
But that's what turns me
Receive
on in oral.
Yeah.
Period. Is me giving it.
Okay.
So
Cool.
we'll
What's the
go
kink
ahead
of the
and
week?
shut up. We'll go ahead and get into the kink of the week this week, guys. As you guys know, every week we give you guys a kink of the week, something to kind of think about. Maybe you can add it into the bedroom with your
This is
lover, your partner,
disgusting.
your friend. This was actually kind of interesting, and I kind of thought about it.
And you thought scissoring was white people shit.
I
But
mean,
go ahead and
okay,
read the
this
kink of
is
the
white
week.
people shit.
Are we really just gonna say white people shit like that?
Yes, WPS,
Yeah, nigga,
we been
what
saying,
the fuck?
You clearly a new listener.
First
nigga.
of all,
We-
you know what? I
you
am very
know-
surprised at you. We went to go see Black Panther together, and I thought we were on the same page when we left.
We are. I'm just saying.
It's
we
white people
have
shit.
White listeners. I don't-
Okay.
Hey, white listeners.
They know.
Clap for the white
alright.
listeners.
Let me tell you something. I appreciate all 13 of you guys. Let me tell you something. But I be telling all my white friends that shit to their face. I be telling them. I told Jeeves when he told me he was cooking with turmeric. I was like, okay.
Anyways, guys, the kink of the week for this week is sploshing or wham.
I think it's
Well, you could either call it sploshing or wham. Wham actually stands for wet and messy because they involve food and things generally get extremely messy during the act.
didn't see that coming. I thought it was
People-
just great blowjobs.
No. People like to cover themselves in food, eat food off of each other, and even own special tank tops that they can do this in. A surprisingly large amount of people are into sploshing.
Tank tops or tanks?
Tanks.
I don't think it's tank tops. I think they own tanks like tubs. They do it in.
Wait, tubs, not tank tops?
There's no tops after that word. I think you,
I mean,
you
I
just in
added
your
that.
head added that. No. They don't need
Wait,
tank tops for
Wait,
it.
there's huge tanks to put a body in?
That's how I took that. Yeah.
Oh,
they own
Jesus.
special tanks to do it in. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It says a surprisingly large amount of people are into sploshing thanks to the high rates of cinephiles in the world. Food has always been a sensual thing, and people find that food sexy, like to involve it more in their sexual plays.
They find
You don't-
food sexy.
Oh,
People that find food
they
sexy.
find food sexy. I guess all of those Instagram pages with all those foods that kind of look really good.
So
I don't know. Is that
Shout
like, are you talking about cheeseburger or when the girl sticks the fucking
I don't. Oh
that
wait.
food that look really good?
Well,
So,
shout
okay.
out to George Costanza, who's the OG of this.
Really?
Bringing this- yeah.
I thought it was the Stephanie Starley girl.
No, it was George Costanza because he brought the sandwich into the bedroom. So he was fucking while eating the sandwich. He was an
Oh.
OG.
Really?
Yeah.
So to me, when I thought about this, I thought of maybe like a woman using like
Wait.
whipped cream
So
on her
let me
titty.
let
on her
me
titties, on
interrupt
her
you for a
pussy.
second. Did he eat the sandwich or put the sandwich on her?
No, he was eating the sandwich.
That's
See,
not this.
That's not this. Look,
He's the
we
OG.
talk about some real extreme shit. Not eating. Like this nigga be smoking a blunt while I suck his dick. That don't mean like there's any fetish involved. Like
Nigga,
if a
he's
nigga,
not chewing and swallowing.
I mean, if a nigga's eating a sandwich while fucking, maybe her pussy's whack.
Nah, he was just good.
no. So
Sounds
this
good.
is what I was thinking.
No, bro.
When when you're talking about there's Instagram pages for that. That I think is a little different because we're watching a fruit shaped like a vagina with like cream in it. Like that's different.
I mean, I just brought up Instagram because
no. But you're true.
That food is orgasmic. Literally, bro. Ha! See what I did there?
I did have some really good. That Popeye's last episode that I was eating was red beans and rice cut me close.
Eating the red beans and rice. So I think this is funny because I'm trying to think. So aside from whipped cream, what is something else that maybe you've seen in a porno or
eating strawberries out of vaginas?
Oh, strawberries is something.
Oh, let me look.
Chocolate covered strawberries. Is there any food or something that you want to do? Even honey. Honey might be even something.
Foods to use during sex.
I've had women do like the whipped cream.
The whipped cream is a big thing, right?
I mean, that's vanilla shit.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm sorry, this shit is hilarious. Use finger foods. Something that's bite-sized so that they're not all in your teeth and make a big mess. Remember, you're trying to keep the mood sexual. According to the fucking splooshing or splashing, they're good with whatever. Keep it refreshing. The food you select should be refreshing and not a stuffy one. Like chicken nuggets is too stuffy.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Fruit that could be used. Cherries, strawberries, red or green grapes, mangoes, papaya. All the fruit should be washed besides the cherries. Strawberries should be cut. The second one is whipped cream. The cliche of all sexual foods
is whipped cream.
Syrups. Okay. Oh.
I said honey, so that would make
chocolate,
sense.
maple, banana, strawberry syrup.
Ooh, turn a bitch into a sundae.
Oh, wow. Here's this one. Oysters.
Oh, I just had some of them yesterday.
And
I don't know about putting those on a person, though.
I don't think they're... Well, I guess I just put foods and sex. Oh, I like number 6.
Because oysters is
an aphrodisiac.
Number 6 is popsicles.
That would make sense.
Do you remember the movie Jawbreaker with Rose McGowan when she fucked Marilyn Manson and she was sucking the popsicle and she was like rubbing it on her titties?
Nah, that's some white people shit. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Rose McGowan and
right?
Marilyn Manson.
Well, I know about her because she was one of the... She started the Me Too movement. That didn't start it, but...
Oh, that's how you know her? I know her because she was on Charmed.
Well, yeah, but like she was big play in the Me Too movement and shit.
I don't know.
That's how I remembered her name.
So have either of you
Hold
guys...
on, you knew her, but you also said...
Charmed.
When I said Rose McGowan, you're like, oh, that's why people shit. But you're like, oh,
no,
bitch, I watched
talking
Charmed.
About fucking Marilyn Manson. What
exactly.
Marilyn Manson reference? All of that shit.
He was in the
white
movie.
Shit. Yeah, white people shit.
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson, black people really don't know him in real life.
Okay, but Charmed is cool.
Charmed is very cool. I bet you all of our listeners listening now
all right, Charmed
used to watch Charmed.
Yeah,
but like,
exactly.
bitch, you had Phoebe, you had Piper, you had what was Rose McGowan's name?
And you have Mandii here talking about busting a nut, but Phoebe and Piper, meanwhile, were what she was watching the day before.
What's the problem? Okay, so have either of you guys ever introduced food into the bedroom with your partners?
So I did the whipped cream, and I did also the chocolate syrup.
I told y'all the one nigga wanted me to mix my cum with Ciroc. Does that count? He wanted me to squirt into a cup and mix it with Ciroc.
Oh boy. So I was actually about to mention that Lover Girl's been trying to like use ice on me, but I'm really worried that she won't use it the right way. And
what's using it the right way?
What's using ice the right way?
I think using ice to trace a body is fine, but I'm worried that she wants to use it like around my pussy, and I think that would be too cold.
I wanted to ask you, if I suck a nigga's dick with ice, because I know that's kind of a thing.
Oh,
does
I had
it
that.
Shrink?
I had that
Does
also.
It shrink your dick though?
No,
it's
it
cold?
doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because your mouth is still warm, so it's like
an icy hot effect.
Yeah, it's like a temporary cold.
So
actually, that feels amazing.
One of the things on here for as far as food, it says water. It says okay, not exactly food. But you can use an iced form of H2O to keep nipples erect. Or spitting and dribbling water.
Okay.
Also alcohol, it's saying lick it off of each other. Oh, tequila body shots, kiss passionately when it comes to biting the lemon slice.
That's easy. That's known. Yeah, nigga.
Okay, well, bitch, damn, we ain't telling these niggas to eat burgers like in tubs. Sorry for being like regular right now.
Oh my God, shut up. Well, guys, if any of you guys have any stories where you introduced food into the bedroom and it was something that we didn't mention, I would love to hear it. If you guys can send that in. We're going to go ahead and get into the horrible decision for this week. And I want to shout out one of our patrons. She gave us this idea. Hold on, because I want to shout her name out. Her name is Christy. So shout out to Christy for not only being a patron, but shouting this idea out, and I think it's super, super dope. So her idea was to come up, as we are getting a lot of listeners ask us how to enter their hoe phase or how old is too old to enter a hoe phase. We have virgins asking us how they can be a hoe. We just want to help y'all. So she gave us the idea to do a hoe's bucket list. So if you want to join into the realm of hoeism, you need to probably check some of these.
You did some good ones. Did you see the number 5 I just sent you?
I just saw the number 5.
You like that?
I did like that. So the number one thing that I think is important for any woman trying to enter her hoe realm is simple, but it's a one-night stand. I feel like that's when you feel you really become a free spirit.
Now, I like to call it, shout out to my girl Josie, she calls it the Walk of Pride.
Yes, the Walk of Pride.
And I love that. She'll always like send a little Instagram. Actually, I have a group chat with some friends called the Pussy Power Posse. And we always Pussy Power Posse. And everybody will send their little Walk of Pride shit. And it's like really fun to talk about. And I think something really important with the one night stand. I had said on this show before that I had never had one. And Mandii reminded me of something we did in Miami. Mm-hmm. That I didn't remember. But since that time, I have had a one night stand. And the great thing that I really felt within myself is like, I felt like I made the choice. Like,
yes.
And that was really sexy to me because, you know, he kissed me goodnight and blah, blah. I was like, oh, no, you can come up. Like, and it made me feel like so on top. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think what you just said, too, is very important. If you're going to go out and have a one night stand, the worst thing about a one night stand is regretting it the next morning. So,
like ending up at a dude's house and feeling like you
got
to.
Like, damn. I mean, and sometimes a one night stand can be bad because maybe his dick isn't right. Maybe you feel like you wasted your time. But I feel like if you're going to do a one night stand, you need to embrace it. You need to sit here and make sure it's a nigga that you selected. Make sure
that you selected.
You select the nigga. You select him. Don't let him select you, boo. But you make sure that if you're going to have this one night stand, and this could be a guy that you realize, damn, he sells drugs. This isn't going to be a long-term thing. You know what? But I really want to fuck him. Just make it a one-time thing, and you don't have to worry about possibly
being arrested
a good meal
later
in
first.
You know
what I'm saying?
Definitely get something good
if you can't get the good meal in before you get there, or before y'all get to his, go get something.
Something. Definitely.
You know what? We should get some breakfast and order everything they got. If they got steak at the Waffle House, get the steak. Be like, you know what? I need another one to go because I got a roommate. I gotta eat one. I got work tomorrow. Get what you get. Put that worth on your pussy.
Okay, put some worth on it, even if it is just a Waffle House meal.
Did my mom ever tell you
with cheese on the grits?
She might have said it on the show, but I want to say it one more time.
What?
I don't know if she did it or a friend of hers did it, but no, my mom was probably her. My mom said she used to have bills when men came over for the first time.
She did say that on her episode.
She said it on the episode?
Yes.
Flip them over, and they didn't see what they said or the cost. She goes, pick one, and the one that you pick is the one that you pay.
I know,
and
that's right.
It could be the light bill, it could be the cable bill, it will be a phone bill.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Old school hoe and what? Woo. Do an old school dance and old school dance to an old school. Hey, you know what I would do? I would I would actually make a copy of all the most expensive bills and then just mix them up.
I'll do them all the time.
Like when them niggas be playing dominoes and they be tricking you with the cards. That would be me.
Right.
So what you got to say, nigga?
Next
topic. Okay, so the next one for the hoes bucket list is fuck a celebrity
or athlete. I mean,
same shit. They kind of blue check mark, bitch. They real easy to get now. You just go in, slide in their DMs. Or just like a couple pictures, because once you like a couple, they see you, and then if they like a couple back, that means you in there for the kill.
Mm-hmm. Make your profile public. Did you see that? Did you see the Migos? How the girl like put out Offset, and one of the things he said to her was "Open your page."
She did. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So they be like,
So they will scroll.
I don't know about that thumbnail.
Yeah, they will scroll. Or even if you don't fuck a celebrity through Instagram or Twitter, if you see them in your city, these niggas be hosting clubs even in Nebraska, even in these random cities that no one lives in. And I just keep throwing out Nebraska because I know we got some Nebraska listeners. But
do we?
Yeah, we do.
Or do you just know a nigga that lives there?
No, well, he's from there. He don't live there. But we got I shaded Nebraska and the floodgates opened on me on our Horrible Decisions page.
Really?
So we have Nebraska followers. Shout out to wherever that is on the map.
Can you name a city in Nebraska?
Omaha, and only because that's the only one I know.
I was like, oh, yeah, but does that count?
I got to name another one outside of Omaha. Nah, bro, I don't know no other
ones. Omaha. So the reason I like the fuck the celebrity one is because when it happened to me, I remember calling them. I was like, I just left this tour bus. And I was so excited about it. But I was going to say, if you really are having trouble fucking a celebrity, you can go for one of the ones that nobody wants anymore, like a Bow Wow.
Well, Bow Wow has somebody now. No, maybe
go for a nigga that's washed.
Wait, no, you can't go for a washed nigga.
Wow, we are not going to shade Weezy like that, though.
So Bow Wow was a good friend of mine. So we are kind of shading him
Is
right
he
now.
not washed?
But he has a girlfriend right now. There's other washed guys.
Okay.
Like any nigga from Pretty
So
Ricky.
hold on. Let me.
If you
good
fuck
point,
a nigga
good
from
point.
Pretty Ricky.
But you're saying don't shade or like the celebrity status. But here's the thing. Let's just say that you're starting out into hoe. You can't just expect to get a fucking
T.I. You gotta like gradually go up.
Or who's a popular one?
Who else is more popular? Who's a popular?
Like popular dude that bitches want to fuck right now. Like Dave East, Migos. Who's another dude?
Future,
Chris Brown,
Drake. Okay,
A-list.
those are like A-list. Well, A-list dick that bitches want to fuck.
How do we know they're A-list dicks?
We don't know that they're A-list dick, but they would be A-listers that would probably be harder to fuck. But you could probably fuck a nigga from Pretty Ricky fairly easily. Mm-hmm. So go for him. Go for maybe even your local rappers.
Go for someone that has minimal security.
Yes. Oh, because they will push you the fuck away. But I'll tell you, I was in Miami, ended up hanging out with T.I., met him during, I forgot what weekend it was. But bitch, Nelly is somebody that you might consider fell out. That nigga got security. I don't know, would Nelly be considered washed? But Nelly, all of them has security.
I don't know, dog. Nelly fine. Oh, well, you know what?
Nelly
He is washed
fine.
because he's got some sexual accusers right now.
That doesn't make him
That
washed.
doesn't make him washed, bro.
All right, well, I feel like we should withhold it until we find out the the verdict.
I would say that there's different levels of celebrity dick. So if you're, if you just want to get into it and maybe you're not the hottest, I would say there's levels. If you're not the hottest, maybe go for like a comedian.
Hey.
What?
I fuck with her.
What? She fucks with me on that. There's still celebrity status.
It's
but they're
not
super,
like
You'd be surprised. Comedians, they get it thrown out.
Right, but
I know,
they're
but
also
that's
easier,
to
they're also
fuck.
easier to get in touch with. If you slide in,
You could go to a show. Comedians are going to be talking to you after. Like it's an easy way to.
An easier way.
Not saying that they're washed. It's just an easier avenue than a rapper.
Agreed.
I guess, but a lot of comedians, because I know a few.
We know Andrew Schultz, and he probably be slanging that dick. But
wait, of course we know you know Andrew.
Maybe everybody else doesn't.
They say Alex every Brilliant Idiots episode.
Bro, everyone knows. They know. So let's talk about Andrew for a second. Andrew's a hot comedian. He does movies. He does shit like that. I go to all Andrew shit. I love Andrew, but you could still like Andrew. To me, he's in movies and has a huge podcast, right? Yeah. But if you wanted to, you could still talk to him after. You could still get at Andrew. He's really communicative on his Instagram. So. It's an easy way to get in.
That nigga's picky as a mother.
I'm not saying he's not picky.
I'm not saying, we don't know.
I'm saying it would be easy to get in his reach.
We're just saying the type of guys that you could approach probably. And like Andrew's verified, right?
I don't know.
He should be if he's not. But like, so dealing with, there's different caliber of niggas. You even have actors. You probably could have hollered at Michael B. Jordan a couple years ago as an actor. Now you can't holler at Michael B. Jordan because he's now in Black Panther. But you could
know a girl who fucked him.
You could probably holler at somebody who done been in like a straight to BET blockbuster. And it's still
I do get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So there's levels. But fuck a celebrity, girl. Get you.
Because the reason that rappers are so hard to like, or things like that is because like they do a show, they're performing for like a larger crowd. It's not as intimate. Yeah. Like it's going to be really hard to like, meet.
But when you see some of these girls that are exposing these rappers, they're kind of whack.
Which is what I'm saying. We said all this.
But like, that's what I'm saying.
You're agreeing with us, Alex.
Oh, okay. I don't be listening sometimes.
Clearly. Anyways, so the number 3 one that I put as a whole bucket list is don't wait to shoot your shot. Slide in the DM yourself. Be the confident woman. Go to a nigga and buy his drink at the bar. Be assertive and sit here and say what you want and demand it. If you want that dick, let it.
Can I just say, it's funny that you're the one who said, because I told you I love to buy dudes drinks and do that move. And you were like, I never eat that.
I buy girls drinks. I said I did it the same at 40/40 Club. I've done it. I do it to girls.
But why don't you do it to dudes? And why did you just say that our listeners should?
I would do it to a dude. I wouldn't be against it, but I've sent girls drinks
Mandii,
before.
Keep that same energy.
I keep my same energy.
Keep
I don't
that same
remember.
energy.
Hold on, no.
Would I pay for
I would
dick?
say that.
Would I pay for dick?
I
Never.
said I bought dudes drinks, and you'd be like, I don't need to buy a dude a drink for them to talk to me. You can go up to a dude and blah, blah, blah.
No, but I've never said I was against buying guys drinks. I've sent girls drinks.
So now I know this bitch is just shady towards me.
No, it's
24/7.
No, it's not shady because if you need to go back to the episodes, you can. No, I have not. I said I would not purchase penis, which I don't believe in purchasing penis.
Okay.
But sending a nigga a drink during happy hour, sure will. I've done it before. And that's fine that you want to sit here and put words into my mouth.
That's a great tactic, though, because
Yeah.
I think that for someone who wants to become sexually liberated or wants to own their own sexuality, I think don't wait for a guy to approach you all the time.
Like that.
I think to take the confidence and literally go after what you want, whether he's good looking. One thing that I like to do, and it works sometimes, is say a corny ass joke when a nigga fine as fuck. Just say a corny joke. They like it. And then just make it laugh and then start the opener.
Yo, in Atlanta, y'all can send me all the drinks you would like to send.
Okay. So Alex is now accepting drinks from all of
I'm
y'all.
just accepting
And then
drinks.
afterwards, he will be giving dick off.
No, afterwards, I'm going to the hotel to sleep it off. But I'll accept free drinks, though.
No one's gonna accept
so
free
you
drinks
not gonna get
without
some pussy,
dick being
nigga?
an option.
No, I'm working on me right now.
Oh my God.
I'm working on me right now. What are your thoughts of
I gotta keep
that?
my body
Like,
count low.
do you believe that, to add to your bucket list, you definitely need to shoot your shot first?
I think it was a definite game changer in like my level of confidence and security when I started making moves. I also think that it's something that a lot of women haven't done in their lifetime.
No, agreed.
So
and
I think
a lot
it
of
can
women
be really
don't.
fun.
They believe that a man has to make the first move, and I think in a day and age where you do have women like us who are not only independent but sexually liberated, like go after what you want, girlfriend.
Yeah.
You want to say
so
number
the
4?
drink? Honestly, the sending the drink and DMs is the only way that I'm able to do it. Like sometimes I do have trouble. I think I mentioned it on the Pickup Artist episode. Not because I feel insecure, but sometimes I get really flustered, and I'm worried about if I go up to somebody, I'm going to say something stupid.
Okay.
So I just be like, I don't know what to do. So the drink is like my segue into like, if you want to come get it, you will. And it's like, I thought you were hot enough to where I want to buy this drink. Like, this is your turn to thank me at least.
Yeah.
And
I
then
agree.
we started up from there.
That's a good thing.
I like your number 4.
Number 4 is us, y'all. Number 4 is get kinky.
Be horrible.
Be a hoe. God damn it. Like, suck a dick the way you should suck a dick. I think
Suck
that...
a dick from the back. Like a Big Mac.
Have you... Let me ask you, because now that you say that, real random.
No, I never have.
Have you ever had your dick sucked from the back, and do you enjoy it?
No, I haven't had that.
Because you just don't even know the position you would get in.
Yeah, I don't even get
Well, I've
how that
sucked
works.
dick from the back.
How?
It's kind of...
How? Yeah, like how to start up.
I mean...
Was he on his...
I lick ass.
Yeah,
So,
Wait,
no,
so
I
he was
just
bent
don't-
over?
Yeah, I've had a guy bent over, and so his dick is hanging. And so as his dick
so
is
he's
hanging...
not fully hard? Because if he's
he's hard. A nigga's dick can be hard while he get his ass licked. And so as it was,
No,
like,
I'm
it could be
talking about
hard.
It's a
and you-
different sensation
you-
to get your dick stuck in the back.
But also, there's also different levels of hardness. So if it's erect and pointing out, it's not going to be as easy to,
That's what I'm saying.
bend back. But if he's, like, semi-erect,
okay.
it pretty much goes there.
I
And so
wasn't-
you,
that's
like,
what I was just trying
suck
to
it
get
from
the
the back.
logistics of that. But
I've done it, but I just didn't know if it was
I'm really-
enjoyable
I was
or
staring so
how,
long, so
how
I'm trying
it
to
feels
think.
to have your dick pulled to the back. I just didn't know if it was enjoyable or not.
I don't know, but I'm not doing that.
Oh, you're so annoying.
Because
you're
Jesus
doing
and Mero
that.
make it a joke every time, so now it's like I'm just gonna
Getting
laugh.
your dick sucked from the back?
Wow,
Yeah, that's like-
societal pressures making you not want to enjoy the things that you would like to enjoy and be
No,
sexually
who said-
liberated. But
who said I
thanks
wanted
for
to
just
do that?
sit-
I didn't say
But
I
you
want to
might
do that.
enjoy
Jesus and
it.
Mero said it.
No, but they just say it as a joke, so it's like once I hear
Suck
get your
my
dick
dick from
sucked
the
from the
back.
back, yeah, it's
By
like
the
I just
way,
start
I
laughing.
cannot
Like
wait
I
to see
don't
them.
Oh,
think
so
of it
now
as
it's a
something
joke.
sexual.
Now we're turning sex into a joke.
Well, you
Now
yeah.
enjoying sexual things in the bedroom is a joke now. Is that what we're doing?
All right, cool. What's the fifth one?
Weezy has the number 5 one.
So
and
I
think it's
just
good.
added this in. Mandii had selected the other ones. I think they were really good, and she left one blank for me. And I feel like this has been something that at least if not every week, someone has a question
asks
about
a
this.
question about
It's
this
so
shit.
simple. Fucking get this under your belt. Have a fucking threesome or some group sex. Now,
Yes, group
Preach.
sex.
now he's back. I wasn't about that dick sucking shit.
Yeah.
So the threesome thing, I'm gonna say this: if you maybe are single right now and don't have a boyfriend or someone that you can do a threesome with, listen to I think it's episode number 17. One of our really good friends, Dub, does an episode about being a unicorn, and she talks about how she meets couples and finds people to have sex with. And I think that a lot of women might want to have a threesome, but like they're worried about bringing it into their relationship and things like that. So if you are single, this is a perfect
And you're
time.
looking for a hoe-phase bucket list item to check off.
Also, if
Group
you don't
sex.
like women, don't be
2 men.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Group sex does not.
I've always wanted to. I haven't been able to, and I'm like,
threesomes does not limit you to just having sex with a man and a female. If you want to live
Yes,
out
it
your
does.
whole life to the fullest of it, I say go ahead and have a threesome with 2 men if you want.
Absolutely not.
Wait, excuse me.
Absolutely not.
Have a threesome with 2 men if you're not into women.
There you go. I agree. Or go to
or
a sex
if you are,
club.
but I'm saying, like,
Go
don't
to a
force
sex club.
yourself to have a
have
threesome
public-
just because you think, oh, I'm watching it, oh, niggas like this shit. No, have a threesome with another woman
Yes.
because you're into it. You think she's attractive. You want to have sex. You find it sexy. You
Preach.
think it's sexy when he's fucking her, even if you don't want to eat her pussy. And if you don't, and if you still want to have some group sex, fuck 2 niggas.
And
no one's gonna
take
say you're a
one
hoe.
in the pussy and suck the other at the same time, girl. That's what you got to do.
Look up DV if you're not into DP.
See, I haven't even gotten to the double penetration side of life.
I'm talking about DV. Like,
so DV
double
is
vaginal.
to have 2 dicks in your vagina at the same time. You have to be with some really secure men for that because they are also frictioning their
yo,
dicks
that porn is hot
against
as
each other.
Well, I'll be watching DV.
But I think group sex could also just be fun. Like, and it doesn't even have to be intercourse. Maybe you could just come in and suck some dick or 2.
It doesn't. It could be a blow bang.
Yeah, it could be. You could.
That's what they call it on porn.
I'm just saying there are options, ladies.
Yeah, I just know
You
too
don't have to
much.
think of a threesome as
So
just
I look up a
2
lot of
women.
bukkake, as you might have remembered from our first Kink of the Week on our first episode. And when I look up bukkake, a lot of blow bangs come up. And I'm not actually into blow bangs.
I'm not
I
into
like
bukkake.
when girls have bukkake done while they're getting fucked. That shit is hot.
So you like to see a girl get cum on her face while she's being fucked by someone else?
Yes.
That sounds pretty hot.
Actually, so Jeeves can get it back up. He's been telling me, like, he's like, I can get it right back up, or I can come, like, it could just come out like I have a lot of pre-cum. I'm like, nigga, come on me and keep fucking me. This pussy's yours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So as everyone knows, I watch gay porn, and it does turn me on when they come in the booty hole and they still hard, and then they put their dick back in the booty hole, so all the cum like squirts out. I think it's really hot.
That is hot. So, like, my favorite porn to watch is cream pie eating. I love when
wait,
dudes be
gu-
like,
gu-
fuck.
guys
No.
eat
And
their
it's
own
funny.
cum?
No. So it's funny you said that because if you look up cream pie eating, you'll find a lot of cuckolding stuff. But I like during threesomes when they do the 69, and then there's a dude fucking the bitch in the pussy, and then like the other bitch licks the cum off or out of her or whatever.
Okay.
That shit's
so
hot.
yeah, I think you could have group sex with friends, with strangers, go to
I'm
sex
losing my
clubs.
voice. You hear
It
that?
could be a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, but I like that you added that because I feel like even when you ask them what they really want to do, it's always a threesome. And so I don't know if they just
I think
didn't
that
go to
like
college.
we just need to
but-
know that experience, like especially if you like fucking one person and maybe you're worried about the emotions, do it in a threesome. Also, if you really don't want anyone to know, a place that you could go where it's accepted and you can go as a single is a sex party.
Absolutely. And I said that, or also just trust the niggas you fuck. Like, make sure they're not going around telling everybody you let both of them fuck you. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our home mail. I'm not gonna shout her out because I don't know if she wants her name shouted out, but she's a loyal listener. She be on all of my IG lives, and she left us a voicemail. As you guys know, we do have a voicemail, so go ahead and drop us a call with your home mail. We will put the number of that in the description of this bio, and then Weezy will go ahead and post it on our page as well. But I'm going to go ahead and play this voicemail for y'all, and we will go ahead and get
Hello,
back.
no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Okay, so I just finished this week's episode, and to Mandii and the whole busy thing, like, you're right, sis. He has nothing to do. You just got out of jail. You have nothing but time to be there for me. However, my guy and I just cut off our girlfriend because she said the same shit. So, you know, I'm a private chef. I work with a rapper. We're always traveling. I just got back from Australia. I'm going to Cancun tomorrow. Like, bitch, I am busy. Okay, and my job is not the most organized. Like, I have a lot of shit going on. I'm constantly writing menus. I'm constantly I'm working. I be busy. And she basically told my guy that he and her would have a better relationship than she and I because he puts more time in her and he has more time for her. Now, mind you, the time she's referring to is constantly being able to text her. And he told her, you know, he wanted to hang out together when I got back in town so we could all vibe. And she apparently got very agitated and like, why do we always have to wait on her? Like, you give me more attention than she does, so it's not our fault if she can't keep up. So I think you and I should just have a relationship that's constantly growing and she can catch up when she needs to catch up. And to that, I say, fuck her and fuck all that shit, bitch. That is my dick. I chose to share it with you. Be fucking respectful. So when I heard y'all talking about being busy, it most definitely hit a nerve. And no, like, there are circumstances where, yes, I'm just busier than you. You only work a 9 to 5 and that's it. You have a lot of fucking free time, bitch. I do not. I am on call for 3 weeks, and then I'm off for another 2 weeks. So during those 2 weeks, yes, I have all the time to be with you and do things with you and buy you things and, you know, play with your pussy and all this other shit. But during them 3 weeks, no, bitch, you're not a priority. I'm not even in the country. Like, why are you mad? Okay. I just had to get that off my chest. I love you guys. I've probably spent way too much time talking shit to Mandii on Instagram, but I love the podcast, obviously. And I just feel like, because we're all from Florida, and we should all just be friends. Like, let's just be friends. When you come to Miami, hit me up. Love you guys. Oh, this is Ayo. Chef Ayo Sherry on Instagram. I don't think I said that. Yeah. Toodles.
Okay, we ain't gonna put a
It's
name.
not Ayo?
Apparently it's Ayo, right? So she hates because I always call her name wrong. I will sit here and say, so for the guys who didn't, for the listeners who just listened to that and didn't really get the gist of what her question was, because she's so frustrated, and I get why she's frustrated. Basically, she brought a female into the bedroom with her and her lover, and apparently the girl who's been brought into the relationship pretty much is trying to tell her guy that they would have a better relationship than her and him would.
Right.
So she wants to pretty much.
Saying she,
I think that there's boundaries that are being
it's
crossed.
saying she can
for
catch
sure.
up. I mean, yeah, there is, but it doesn't sound like she wants to take the dude. She just wants to be able to spend time with him without
her, which
right.
I think there's lines that are being crossed in every which way and direction. But not only that, for her to know that she's going around her and saying this to the man, like, well, let's just us do something together. I think that when you decide that you are going to bring other people into the relationship, there needs to be a clear and distinct line as far as what's appropriate and what's inappropriate. And if you're bringing someone in just to be with the two of you, that needs to be discussed as well. What do you think? Because you're making all these type of faces and shit over here right now.
And it does need to be discussed, but okay, so I'm going to be real with you.
Yes.
No shade to her, but this is a really good lesson to learn.
Uh-huh.
This should have never have happened because this situation should have already been discussed. And what happens a lot of times with threesome is a lot of people don't want to ruin the mood, kill the mood by setting boundaries and things like that. They just kind of let it go, or they make two friends and like it gets sexy and it happens. But the boundaries is very important because you could end up losing two people instead of just one.
Agreed.
And so you might remember from me, I didn't care if they were together when I was away because I enjoyed that.
Right.
And I encouraged it and vice versa. I thought of us as more of a triad than I did as a couple with a girlfriend.
With an addition. Okay.
And a very, very important part of this is letting, especially a single girl, know when they come into your relationship what you're willing to sacrifice. Say like, hey, we want a girlfriend that's around once a week. We want to have sex with you a few times a month. We want you all the time. If you would have let her know that that's off limits for him, she may have never even done it.
Or even with her schedule being where she said she may work 3 weeks straight and then have 2 weeks off.
Like, how much is this? Is this like the only dick she's fucking? Like, how can she expect so much from him?
I mean, that's her partner.
No, not.
Oh, the other girl that's been brought in.
Yeah. Like, why is she expecting so much out of this dude?
Maybe she like him, which means if she like him and she's willing to come in and try to make it seem like she only wants time with him, you may have to worry about that. As the primary with your lover who's bringing someone in, if you have someone coming in and is now trying to exclude you from that, is this a polyamorous relationship now?
There's another thing. There's the way that she described it, and then there could be the reality of it, right?
Right.
I wonder if the girls truly just... Dub tells me when she meets couples that
there's a difference between what they both want too, right?
Right, and Dub has told me, like, she'll ask the guy, hey, like, is it cool if we play while so-and-so is away?
Right.
And it's not always bad.
Okay. Yeah?
Like, it's not always bad. It's not always the woman feeling like Ayo feels, right? Is that right? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
It's not always like she feels. It's just a question. It's like, hey, is this allowed? And I think that instead of it maybe seeming sneaky, she has to have a conversation with her first. Say, hey.
I think a conversation with both of them. Not only
well, it sounds like her boyfriend's
together.
letting her know. Or no, the guy she's dating is letting her know.
Yeah, he is.
So she needs to
But I wonder if he's letting her know because he wants while you away? Can I be with this bitch?
I'm wondering that too.
And
Like-
so maybe he's letting her know, like, listen, she wants to play while you're gone, and she's taking it as, oh, so this bitch want to be with you when I'm not there, and so maybe he's
'Cause that's
kinda
how she
just like,
sounds.
right? She sounds
And
upset.
to me, like, I'm the type of person to where I wouldn't have been that pissed.
Right. And so at least he's coming to you, letting you know what she's saying. But I wonder if
That
he's
was
coming
him.
to you because he kind of be like, well, bitch, you be gone for 3 weeks. Can I
Because
get
this is the
pussy while
thing.
you
Is
gone
it
too?
really realistic for you guys to have? She said we had. Did she say call him our little girlfriend? What did she call him?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, is
We
it
got
really
a girl,
realistic
yeah.
for you all to be together at the same time?
I don't know.
That is the 100% real question there.
But I wonder
Three
too,
grown adults having matching schedules. Do you
well,
really?
that's never going to happen. And
Right.
that's what she was saying. She got a 9 to 5 and I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay, so then why are you guys? Is this someone you sleep with, or is this really your little girlfriend? Because if it really is your little girlfriend, then you need to expect that.
But that's what I'm saying. For her to even call her little girlfriend, I wonder if this girlfriend came in thinking she would be a part of a couple, and maybe Io looked at her as just a play toy for me and my lover.
Yeah.
So I think that even when Dub, when she goes into a situation, I'm sure there's talks at what that couple wants. Do you want just a play toy that y'all can call in, or do you want me to join in as a possible third?
Yeah.
So I think that there's so many different layers to when you add people into the bedroom that maybe it's not as black and white as people think, and there's so much gray in the middle that's not discussed. Maybe you think she's just a play toy, but maybe your nigga really thought he was about to be able to have 2 girlfriends.
Yeah.
And you're mad now because you're gone for 3 weeks. Maybe he wanted someone while you were gone those 3 weeks as well.
Yeah.
And he's just approaching you as, well, she wants to spend time with just me when you're gone, and you're taking it to this
Because
other
it doesn't
level.
sound like it's like she just wants him. It's just like you're gone, and she's like, well, hey, I still want to keep things going.
Yeah.
And she might be forgetting about the both of you by not seeing you at all.
For that
Because-
long. I agree. That's almost a month.
You still are there, and that's what I want. I really try to communicate with people with 3-way relationships. I haven't had a lot of experience, but I'm not really gone from the narrative just because I'm not there physically.
Right.
Right? Like, I did enjoy them going on a date knowing that I was too busy. I know they missed me. I know they wanted me there. It didn't feel like I was separated. If people want to separate and shit like that and get sneaky, then they just will. It sounds like, as adults, you know that this was supposed to be a 3-way thing. I would have that talk.
Yeah, I would too.
The way she described is like, this bitch trying to take my man, but I kind of
feel like there just may need to be
communication.
We say it every episode, and I know y'all hate me because I feel like that's the fucking advice I say for everything. But literally, whether you're just fucking someone, whether you're in a friends with benefit relationship, whether you're married, whether like you're in a polyamorous relationship, I really truly do think that communication and being as blunt as possible. There's so many people that beat around the bush with their partners where you're still left in the gray. You still don't know where the fuck you stand. You still don't know what he likes, what he doesn't like. You don't know what he wants, what he does want. I think y'all need to be more blunt, and you need to demand the answers that you want. And so communicate and figure out if you and him are even on the same page first before you come and try to beat this hoe up. I think, personally. And Alex let us know we had a little bit of time, so we will get to do vanilla shit for this episode. And it's an article that I found. If you guys don't know, we're going to go ahead and introduce vanilla shit back into the show. It's where we find articles or something. Of course, they always mostly pertain to sex because that's what the fuck we talk about. And this one in particular is about male birth control, y'all. There's a new drug that appears to block sperm production. This, according to new research presented this week at Endo 2018, the Endocrine Society's 100th annual meeting in Chicago, which found that the new pill called, I'm mad they do this shit with pills, dimethyltryptamine undecanoate. Why do they do this with pills? It's in the first. It's in the first.
You couldn't get a libido, so I feel
Don't
like
do
Oh shit!
this bitch. Say that word.
dimethyltryptamine.
And there's a second word after that. There's 2 words attached to the name.
And you got it wrong because it's usually
Dimethadrone.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Dimethadrolone.
And what's the second word?
Undecanonate.
So.
Oh, okay. So if I'll keep
Go
going,
ahead.
it reduces testosterone levels
Yeah.
and other hormone levels responsible
nah,
for
we
sperm production without causing major side effects. Oh, well, what are the ones you get though?
Well, so
They've been working on this for 50 years.
They've been working on this, and it's crazy because birth control actually was just introduced. The pill was just introduced in the United States in the 1950s. So they've been working on a male birth control pill for just as long as the introduction of the female birth control pill. So what I saw that this actually does, though, one of the side effects is that it drops your sex
That's
drive.
right. You said libido. Because it says the 9 of the participants out of 10 in the study experienced a major decrease in libido, sex drive.
I knew I had just read the word somewhere, but I just said it wrong.
No man is taking that.
You don't think no man would take male birth control
nope.
if they could still fuck raw and not use condoms?
They just said 9 of the 10 experienced side effects.
You're gonna a low sex drive.
Yeah,
That's the side effect.
Why?
Y'all niggas don't have as high of a sex drive as y'all think any goddamn way.
That's what I'm saying. So why would we take anything that's going to lower it?
Because then you ain't got to worry about a bitch getting pregnant.
Nah.
Well,
you don't think a man would take birth control?
I don't want to lower my testosterone.
Do you know the side effects on female birth control pills?
I'm so frustrated with
acne, weight gain, menstrual cycles. Do you know all of the side effects?
I'm only so frustrated with Alex right now. I love you, Alex, but like
because
I'm just
he's being real.
He was just so like fucking you fucking do it. Like that's how I took it.
Oh,
wait!
Okay.
I really did.
That's not what came out of my mouth, though.
I know it's not what came out of your mouth,
ahead.
but like just even seeing your face, like the second that you found out like those side effects would come into play, like
the loss of
women have to fucking do this shit and go through a lot more intense hormones. And I mean,
I didn't say that you guys have to take birth control on your end. I'm just saying that from a man's point of view. From my point of view, I'm not going to take anything that's going to lower my sex drive, lower my testosterone levels. Then I'm probably going to start balding and shit because testosterone has to do with hair growth. Like, I'm not taking those chances.
Wow, it's so funny because what happens to us?
Right.
Let's see. We get
a
decreased
am I telling
we
you
get weight
why
gain.
you keep
We get hunger pains. We get an inconsistency with our fucking periods.
But
we
why do
get
you
bad skin.
I'm not
because
comparing
it's not
what
about
we're
you.
going
It's
over.
about fucking men. Just fucking diminishing all the shit that we fucking go through and all the stuff
I didn't do that. Stop. You sending this energy my way. I'm not diminishing your experience.
No, I wouldn't take
we're
that.
We're not going to take that shit.
I'm just saying you guys.
Why would I sacrifice my hair? Nigga, look at me. I look pregnant.
We sacrifice our bodies to make sure that we don't deal with.
We gotta have the abortions too.
Because you know why we do that? Because y'all niggas don't be wanting to use condoms. And then y'all judge us.
You know why? Because what did he say the last episode? I'm pro my life.
You don't.
Everyone should be pro their life
selfish.
because you should
selfish.
love yourself.
Trash. Y'all
I
niggas
feel
selfish.
that women are the strongest gender.
Oh, here we go. Thanks. Yeah, we know, but y'all don't treat us that way. You
y'all
know why?
Because
there ain't no women equality. And when we talk about feminism, y'all really don't want us to be equal to y'all because y'all believe y'all still superior than us.
You got to stop saying y'all because I'm a feminist. It's 2018. It's the year of the woman.
I can't say y'all, but
you're a feminist, but apparently pegging is a problem.
All men won't be wanting to
just because I'm not in. I don't want to dildo up my ass. Like, what the fuck?
Yup.
So that means I'm not a feminist because I don't want to dildo up my ass.
Yes, because that's women empowerment.
All right, so then I'm sorry, I'm not a feminist anymore. Then I'm not.
We just bullshit.
So I don't know, but okay. So no, your reaction, how intense it was, though. That's why this shit will never work. Because women we've been conditioned to feel like this is just what we're going to go through with being on birth control.
Yeah, but
my mother put me on birth control at 16 years old. Right. Like almost no questions asked.
I'm just saying there are other methods of birth control
that
doesn't involve
hormones.
The method, things like that. But
this is different than a lot of the other methods. But also, if the side effects, so the side effects include, depression, acne, and lowered sex drive. To me, most of the niggas depressed already.
But it said 9 out of 10 of them, so everybody's
going
to experience that shit.
Kevin Durant's still getting pussy. And lowered sex drive, y'all really think y'all have a high sex drive.
No, we don't.
A lot of niggas think they sex drive. Y'all always horny.
We are always horny, but
right,
I'm just saying.
So you just feel like it's going to be lowered. Maybe just a little bit.
No,
That'd be cool. So I'll go from not wanting to fuck 10 times a week to wanting to fuck 5. That's cool with me. So you don't think niggas will take depression, acne, and lower sex drive to make sure they not shooting out babies?
Just use a condom.
Niggas don't like that.
Condom, though.
So then those niggas can take the birth control. I'll just use a condom. Don't fuck with my hormones. I'm just wearing a condom. I'm good. But I'm not having sex at the moment, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, poor Alex. Y'all send your pussies over to Alex.
I really want to ask one of these girls at the show in Atlanta, just throw him some pussy because I want to watch him.
Hey, yo.
Oh, you want to watch?
Act like he can't. No. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that can't.
I want to watch him act like he got to turn it down. I would also want to watch Alex because we're supposed to be sharing a room. Tell me, oh, no. Why don't you go out with the girls? Why don't you go out, bitch? No, go listen to your fans. Yeah, nigga. Shit, come back to my bed, sticky sheets.
I'm turning it down.
Well, there's 2 beds. Are y'all getting a king?
No. 2 beds, but I'm saying, like, I feel like
I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like you the type of hoe
bed and then sleep in the queen.
Oh, that's bad. Wait a minute.
I show the fuck would.
That's
If
why
I
I
was
believed
sharing
it.
rooms with a friend, oh yeah, I'm gonna make the bed up and all, and she gonna sleep in my.
Oh hell no! I'm about to put fucking tacks and shit on my
sure the
bed
fuck would.
when I leave out.
You're gonna put.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. You fuck on my bed, all right.
Well,
get a
whatever.
nice little
I ain't
surprise.
getting no ATL.
Anyways, y'all know we will be in Atlanta May 19th.
I have been thinking about getting some. I think about going on Soul Swipe when I'm in Atlanta.
I'm done.
Be like, you know what? If I'm gonna fuck a black man again, it needs to be in Atlanta.
I used to live in Atlanta, so I got.
It's not gonna be one of these New York niggas, because you know what? Fab ruined it for all y'all niggas. None of y'all niggas getting pussy. None of y'all up north niggas getting no pussy, because everybody coming for him like, no, we don't know the whole story.
I'm just saying,
generalizing. I don't care.
Like knocking Atlanta, but I do hear they have pretty high
Don't do that with Atlanta, because I fucks with Atlanta, and I'm gonna let y'all know now. Even though I said I don't fuck with athletes, it will be the off season, and them niggas be there. So I got some options in Atlanta, goddammit.
Okay, well, the girl, pass me. Ooh, pass me.
No, don't pass her nothing. She ain't fucking in my bed.
Oh, nigga, if I'm fucking one of them athletes, they better have their own shit.
Okay.
We might be at the Hilton, but they gonna be at the motherfucking Four Seasons.
She gonna be at the 12.
Stop telling people where we gonna be at.
Anyways,
they got a lot of Hiltons.
Goddamn. Anyways,
it's a chain, nigga.
Y'all, we is coming to Atlanta. May 19th, we'll be at the Plaza Theater. Come out and fuck with us. I also want to give a huge shout out to Spunk Lube. Y'all, we is sponsored by a lube, y'all. So come and get some free lube. We got the samples. We got some t-shirts.
Do a labia massage.
We got all the good stuff for you. And we going to be dropping sponsors as we get them. You know, it's taking some time. But yeah, we're excited to see y'all. We got B. Simone hosting. She's funny as fuck. So, listen to episode 6 if you haven't yet. Follow her at the B. Simone 2.
Funny.
Also, follow us on Instagram at horrible_decisions. Y'all love our memes. We openly discuss with y'all. We interact with y'all. We want to know how horrible y'all are. So follow us on Instagram. You can also follow our personal pages. You can follow me at Full Court Pumps, and you can follow Weezy
WTF
at Weezy WTF. This has been yet another episode of Horrible. And we got Alex, y'all.
Why do we need to mention you when you ain't fucking with nobody, though?
You don't even want
You don't want to do nothing. You don't want to take birth control. You don't want to.
Okay, y'all. And if you can't send your titties or your pussy to at Alex, that's 2 X's.
Well, you had enough
media.
dicks. Now you don't want pussy. You'd rather have the dicks that Brilliant Idiots.
Flagrant.
That was flagrant. But
flagrant.
So I've never been to ATL. So if a nice lady wants to show me around, I'd appreciate it. You know, because Mandii and Weezy don't want to hang out with me. So
nigga,
I just said I'm
lying?
No, I didn't say that. I just said I'm finna have some niggas. And my niggas don't want me to bring niggas.
So, man, you don't want to hang out with me.
You're not taking money out of my
Weezy already
pocket.
got people in town.
I'm going to be bar hopping. I absolutely said you could come with me, but we know that, you want to maybe increase your 5 to a 6.
No.
Maybe. Okay, so then why are you asking?
Okay, well, anyways,
I would like to see Atlanta.
You want
Alex does all of our videos.
I want to see
what
Atlanta
has to offer. So thank you guys.
If
y'all are patrons, y'all see that all of our were recorded. And I ain't gonna lie, real quick, the stripper strike episode, people said when they saw us and saw the faces and that we made and everything like that, it just makes the experience that much better. You guys get to see our real reactions, the tension. Y'all can see it all on video.
I guess it's really worth it for the me and Mandii solo episodes because we did good today.
We did, surprisingly. Y'all know. Rolling my eyes. Anyways, y'all, go ahead and become a patron. Y'all can do that at patreon.com/horribledecisions. Follow Alex. He does our video. At Alex with 2 X's, because he black, he got to be different. Media, that's Alex.
Or maybe it's Media. XX because it's more than 5.
But dropping that
we got an XX working on himself.
He dropping that ding-a-ling. Anyways, guys, this has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. Thank you so very much. Bye.
Yeah, ho!